Hello, everyone. This is Lawrence Fendleton, also known as Uncle Lucky Larry, and we're streaming live for the first time, but we're going to do it a little different. Today, I have talked to you in the past a little bit about my passion in life and about that there's two things to really leads to happiness in your life. One is to have the love and the relationships with the people you love, and I have that. I'm really blessed in that area. We have 7 kids. I have a wonderful wife and partner and best friend. And my passion is what this channel is all about. It's about these plans that you see behind you there. It's behind me. It's what I call a private resort home. And this is a new concept in the vacation rental market. The average, vacation rental that a family can go to and rent the entire place is in a city lot, and it's a typical 2 or 3 bedroom house with 1 or 2 bathrooms, and somebody ultimately sleeps on the couch, and it's typically about $300 a night, and then there's cleaning fees and taxes and everything else on top of that. What we've created here is a relatively new concept in that there are 4 king size suites and they're all equal. Everybody gets a beautiful king size bedroom with a private bathtub. And there's a huge courtyard that's outdoors. The only way you can get into the courtyard is through the house. So the pets and kids can play there. And at night you can have a fire out there and look at the stars and barbecue, and you can make all the noise in the world you want because the house is built out of soundproof material, so the neighbors will never complain. But our neighbors are far away. These are 5-acre estates, and they're right next to Shasta Trinity National Forest. So there's so much information to try to communicate with you that I'm cheating a little bit. I used 11 labs to learn how to speak my voice. And then I put together a very specific, very detailed outline of everything about our project and what it is we're doing. So I'm going to turn on that video here in a second, and you won't be able to tell the difference. It's my voice, and I made the presentation, and it'll be real easy for you to watch. And I'm hoping that this one will help get you as excited about this project as I am. So without further ado.
I hope this video finds you in great spirits. My name is Lawrence Fendleton, aka Uncle Lucky Larry, and I am passionate about an extraordinary opportunity that I believe aligns perfectly with anyone with a vision of leaving a family legacy. If you are searching for an affordable family vacation alternative, stay tuned. You will want to become an I Wanna Go member of Facebook to lock in our pre-construction rental prices. I recently created an incredible business plan that has the potential to create what could become the 9th wonder of the world. To bring this vision to life, I am reaching out to 7 others for involvement in this game-changing project. The success of this legacy money machine is crafted in the operating agreement of the LLC that is managed by our CPA. To provide a comprehensive understanding of our venture, I invite you to watch our videos on YouTube and request our comprehensive business plan. This plan outlines our strategy to create an online business that utilizes YouTube to maximize our reservations and bookings. Our approach centers around the development of 8 purpose-built private resort homes in a vibrant neighborhood that offers an immersive experience on the edge of the outdoors, complemented by a community event center designed to host corporate retreats and destination weddings. The staff to operate it all live in our cottages and provide 24/7 concierge services so the owners can watch it all on an app on their smartphones. Now let me share some key highlights from our business plan. We have structured our LLC in a unique manner, resembling a reverse real estate investment trust. Instead of allocating all the profits first towards high-cost executive salaries and their expenses, our LLC prioritizes the return of the entire investment capital to our investors first. By shouldering the LLC's income tax burden, our approach enables our heirs to benefit significantly fostering long-term savings and wealth preservation. In our pursuit of maximum long-term savings, we have adopted an owner-builder approach to construct our estates. By managing the construction process ourselves, we avoid the 20 to 30% profit typically paid to contractors. Additionally, we eliminate realtor commissions, saving 10% on land purchases and another 6% on the sale of the completed houses. One of the exciting perks for our LLC members is the opportunity for private membership in Luxury Home Exchange, a non-taxable income that allows families to spend quality time together. Alongside the world travel options through barter points, each member can reserve one estate for 2 weeks each year, or even 2 estates for 1 week. Imagine hosting over 32 guests for a private week-long event on the edge of the outdoors every year. Our plans include converting the 5,000 square foot shop into an impressive community event center. This space, in addition to the construction of 8 private resort homes and 3 Serenity Haven cottages, will serve as a hub for weddings, corporate events, and family celebrations. Equipped with a commercial-style kitchen, the event center will enable private catering to further enhance the unforgettable experiences. The land is owned fee simple and already approved for construction with paved roads and utilities at the curb. We own 42.48 acres of deeded estate parcels, and they all have direct access to Shasta Trinity National Forest. Horses are allowed in the CC&Rs, and there is no HOA. Shasta County is rural and loves the 10% occupancy tax we collect for them. With our soundproof construction, private courtyards, and 5-acre gated estate parcels, our private resort homes have become a new asset class for real estate investors. Please get in touch with me for a Zoom session where I will review all the plans and powerful reasons why this gem in Northern California is destined to be the next Jackson, Wyoming, when new California emerges as the new state to invest in.
Well, there you go. That's as concise as I get. Listen, it's important I explain kind of our entire business plan here in a little more detail, because the concept is very, very simple. It's 4 families, each pays $250 a night for 1 week. We only rent by the week. There's so much to see in this area that you have to stay there for a week. You're going to unwind. It's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for your kids and your loved ones. You're going to have memories like, that will last a lifetime. So when you come for a week, and each family pays $250 a night, and they're there for 7 nights, their total out-of-pocket expense is $1,750, and then they pay 1/4 of the occupancy tax, so that's $117. They pay 1/4 of the cleaning fee and 1/4 of the resort fee. And so the entire vacation for a family, a young family, is only $2,125, and that's for a full week in a 4,300 square foot estate that's on 5 acres. They're going to bring their toys, their bikes, their quads, their motorcycles, their ATVs, their snowmobiles. They can bring their horses, their dogs. They can come up. I'm building this house using state-of-the-art technology, OmniBlock. There will be concrete polished floors with radiant floor heating. So if you want to get warm, take your shoes off. And if you spill something on the concrete, hose it off, okay? These homes are going to last for a long, long time. And we're building them specifically that way. They're built to last over 100 years. Metal roofs, soundproof. Termites hate what I'm doing because there's nothing for them to eat. Okay, so anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun building this. But at $250 a night, you can see the kind of revenue that this place can generate. And then when we increase our rental rates in the future due to popularity and when we're booked out, it'll go to $300 per couple, and you'll see the kind of income that happens. Now I put three channels up here so you can see this. First channel is that if we rented it 24 weeks, you can see we generate somewhere around $1,300,000. If we rented it 36 weeks, it's going to be close to 2 million. And with 48 weeks, which is the maximum, it would be well over 2 million at 250 a night. And then when we increase this to 300 a night, or 400 or 500 as we get into the future, as inflation rises, our income to our heirs is going to go higher and higher and higher. And this is going to be a really great investment for us to give to our kids. We're giving them a business, and it's a business that's structured in such a way that one CPA runs it. So our kids will contact the CPA to make requests for approval of a trip that they're going to take, a vacation, a business expense, or to see how much the dividends will be for this year. Now there's 8 of us, there are 8 homes, and each of us, eight private resort homes. There's 3 Serenity cottages, and then there's a event center. And the event center is designed for weddings and corporate retreats and for everybody to get together. And there will be games and lots of fun things for people to do there. But the idea behind this is that with 8 owners and 8 homes, there's a thing in every contract called force majeure. And what's interesting about that is that as that would pertain to us, in the event of a nuclear war, and that's a very scary thing, but it could happen. This property happens to be in the one location that'll survive that. It actually is one of 3 in the continental United States. And if you're an owner and an investor with me, our families will have a place where we can go, and each of us will have a 4,300 square foot, 5-bedroom, 6-bath home with a state-of-the-art kitchen and everything gated in a very safe part of the world. Place where there's lots of food, lots of clean air, lots of water. And that's a feature that you would be able to benefit from if you are one of our 8 investors. There's going to be 7 investors and myself. That's how this project is laid out. The total investment that we're looking for is $1.4 million to own it. Now, the LLC is required to pay you back all of your investment capital before we can go on to creating other business-related expenses, like paying our heirs to work for us in the capacity of real estate professionals. So there's a lot there, and I want you to think about that, because this LLC, if the CPA allows it, and if our operating agreement is structured correctly, our heirs will be able to create college funds and Roth IRAs and all kinds of ways of taking the profit from this business and getting it to us. I would encourage each of the 7 who join me on this venture to create their own board, maybe even hold it in their own LLC or their own trust. You will need to talk to your CPA and your attorney and figure out what's best for you. But I want this to be a buy and hold scenario. But under the arrangements of this investment, if you want to sell yours, you can. I'm going to give mine to my kids. I'm going to keep it in my family for 100 years. My trust will have a provision in there that says that at any time, my family members can vote to sell it. And if they do, then all of the proceeds, all the profits will go to charity. Oh boy, that's a big sneeze. By doing that, I know my kids will never sell it. Why would anybody sell it? But what that very clause does is it prevents any one of my generation, my kids, to, after I'm gone, cash in, buy a new Turbo Carrera with the proceeds, and everybody else is screwed. I'm thinking about all my grandkids, and beyond that, their grandkids, and beyond that, their grandkids. This is generational. And this part of California is just going to keep getting better and better. Now, at the end of the video, I did say something about New California, and I'd love you to Google it. They actually came very close to creating the state of Jefferson. It was scheduled to be heard on the House floor or the Senate, and on that particular day, they had a little interruption. It was called Pearl Harbor, and that's what stopped the 51st state, which would have been Jefferson. And the reason they did that is California is 40 million people. We have 2 senators. That's not equal representation for our taxation. And most of us here in California feel quite different than the politics of the state are reflecting. And so should we see a change in the future and New California becomes the 51st state, then I think you're going to see the kind of government and management of that state that is consistent with what took place in Wyoming back when Jackson was just a small town on the outskirts of Yellowstone Park. I mean, we're a small town on the outskirts of Lassen, and we're to the south of Mount Shasta, and we're in an area that will grow in time. Right now, it's not exactly a place you'd want to live, but you could have a blast there for a week. Your family will never forget it. Ride horses, ride mountain bikes, hike, fish, hunt. There's so much to do there. You'll never be bored. And you're going to hear more and more about it as we get on with this channel here. But I really appreciate you guys listening. Thanks for joining the channel. And I encourage you all to get in touch with me if you'd like to be a guest on the channel. And I'd love to interview you in a Zoom meeting. So that's all for tonight. This is Uncle Lucky Larry saying good night and good luck.